Okay, so if you have done anything with the CAC, I mean the Corporate Affairs Commission before now, either you are a CAC registration agent or you have registered your business at one time or another, or you are a new business owner that just wants to consider registering your business with the CAC, or you are just an agent, even though not accredited, but you are using CAC registration to do business, this video will be very handy for you. You should watch everything. Now, if you don't know, CAC has come out with an update. I'm sure a couple of us know this already because I already have some of you guys on my DM asking me about it. Now, they have done a lot of changes to the normal CAC portal that we are used to before now. Basically, what they promised us a few weeks ago was that they want to make CAC portal to be more AI compliant, and they want to just upgrade so that your process of registration can be easier, faster, and cheaper, so you don't waste money on a couple of things that many of you waste money on while doing your registration. So I'm going to be showing you what the new update and the new portal look like in this video. But before I take you there, I want you to know that I have a CAC masterclass where I teach people how to do CAC business. Basically, either you're doing pre-incorporation jobs for people or the post-incorporation job, either you're a lawyer or not. If you want to know how to do CAC registration like a pro, you need to join that masterclass. I have over 100 students in class already, and it's a community you will love to be in, because when things like this happen, easily my students are always the first people to know what is happening, and we help them solve all manner of problems without them having to be paying or to be stressing themselves by it. So it's a place I highly recommend. So you can join us using the link in the video description, or you can just chat me directly using my WhatsApp chat contact in the video description. All right, so having said that, let me take you straight to my computer and let me show you things about CAC registration that you need to know going forward. As you can see, if you log into your normal CAC portal, it's going to go from the old display that we all are used to, and this is what you guys are going to start seeing now. That is the first thing. And again, if you check here, you will see that the login URL seems to have changed a little bit. It's still the same cac.gov.ng, but obviously they are now using a new subdomain, and instead of the pre and the post that we were used to, you can see now that we have the icrp.cac.gov.ng. Even though you don't need to worry yourself for now, because if you go with the usual pre.cac.gov.ng, it's going to automatically redirect you to this particular URL, and then you're going to come to see this. So as you can see here, they have changed the interface, and basically it's still the same process or almost the same process, because if you come here, you can see that they are telling you now that once you want to do your CAC registration, you come to your public search as usual. You make a search, but what they are saying now is that before, when you make a search, you all know that we have quite a number of complaints every time where there are just all manner of problems that come with availability search. Sometimes you search for a name, says it tells you that that name is available for you to use. By the time you submit the name for availability approval, they come back to tell you that it's not available, somebody else is using it, and all of those things. So here they are telling us that they are not just only going to make this process better and faster so that you can know exactly what's going on, they will also suggest names for you that you can use. And I think if they keep up with that, that is going to really be a game changer, because many times people are just confused over, okay, what name am I supposed to use now? So if CAC is coming to give you related names that are not too far away from the original name that you probably wanted to use before, that is no longer available for your use, you can always make better choices. And since they are the one that are suggesting those new names to you, it's almost sure, tentatively or theoretically, that any name they suggest to you that you like and decide to reserve is going to work out without any further problem, especially for those of us that do NGO registrations. Okay, so that's what they are saying here. That is the new upgrade for public search. And then you go ahead to the step 2, which is to reserve the name. According to them, the reservation is going to be immediately, according to what they promised. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and do your pre-incorporation. That is the proper registration of either your business name, your company, your NGO, or whatever it is that you want to register. And of course, if you want to do any post-incorporation process, you can go ahead to the step 4. For those of you who don't know, post-incorporation applications is any other thing you do after your business name or your company or your NGO has already been registered and your certificate is out. So basically, that is still what we were used to, and it's still the same thing. So if you come back here, you can see here that accredited agents, can register here. Unlike before, where you have to go to the accredited agent URL to register. And here, if you want to know more about what's happening with CAC, you can always visit the website, the official website here. Here, if you want to create an account, a new account for yourself as a public user, you will come here and do so. And if you need help, well, these are some of the help that CAC is making available. We don't know if they're going to upgrade their customer support. We all know that their customer support is almost non-existent as at before, but let's see what is going to happen with this new system. All right, so if you don't have an account before and you are just signing up as fresh user, all you need to do is just to come to the sign up button here. But then I'm not going to be talking much about that. Let's talk about people who already have account with CAC and are having issues. So if you want to log in now, okay, so all you need to do is to come to the login button here if you already have an account existing. So what is going to happen is that once you click on login, it's going to bring you to this login interface. As you can see here, the login interface also has changed a little bit, but then the entire thing is almost the same principle like it used to be before. So if you're logging in with your username, you're logging in with an email, with a phone number, or an accredited number, that is if you're an accredited agent, all you need to do is to input in your previous login details. So let me use my previous login detail and my password, as you can see here. But then once you click on login, it's going to bring out this pop-up for you. And basically what this one is telling you is that right now you may not be able to log in just directly as you used to do before. This time around, you will have to always log in with your two-factor authenticator. So it's going to be sent to your email address. So you want to be sure that your email address is active, and let's assume that probably you've forgotten the email address you were using before, or maybe the email address you were using before is no longer active, but it used to log in before. All right, this time around it might not work again if you don't have that email active. So but then CAC is giving you option to be able to change your email. If you want to do so, you can always change your email. So what you need to do now is that you will come to this enable 2FA here, and of course if you cannot remember the email again, you can also show the email here. If you click here, you can see here that this is the email I use for this particular one. So all I need to do now is to click on enable two-factor authenticator. I want to make sure that my email is Andy's, because they're going to be sending the 2FA code to my email address, and then I'll be able to verify this account. So I'll go ahead and enable it. Okay, so you can see here, kindly check your email, including spam, for your OTP. So all I need to do now is to go to the email address, check it up, and then I'm going to enter it in here. And you can see here that it expires in just 1 minute. All right, so here is mine here. All I need to do is just to copy it, and then I come back in here and I paste it in here. And once I do, I click on the submit button, and as you can see here, that it will lead me right into my new interface, which, as you can see, is completely different from what we used to know. So here is my new interface. You can see here, like I said, one thing you shouldn't worry about is that there is nothing really new about this whole thing. They just changed, the way everything has been arranged before. It's basically the same thing. So as you can see here, you have the non-submitted button. You know about that already if you are used to CAC applications. This is pending application, this is queried application, and this is approved application, if that is what you're looking for. And then if you come down here, you will see that these are the jobs that I have done before now. Okay, so you can see we had this also in the old system. It's just that things have changed a little bit. So you can see here, I have this already, used, and I have this already used. This one's not submitted, not submitted. So you're just going to see everything based on what you have done before. And of course, you can always filter, here by not submitted, pending, approved, or queried. It's going to, for example, if I choose only approved here, and you're going to see that it's going to only show the applications that have been approved in time past. Okay, so it makes things easier, especially if you're an accredited agent and you have quite a number of these applications or these jobs that have already existed on your portal before now. So if you come to this action here, if you come here, you can see you can view your detail here, and then you can download receipt of previous payments that you have done. For example, if I click on view details, it's going to bring this out for me. So you can see here that the name was reserved at a time, classification, availability code, reservation date, and my application status is showing approved. Okay, so I can close it here, and just that is exactly how it works. Okay, so let's assume that I want to carry out a new reservation now. All I need to do is to come to this new reservation button here. I'm just going to click that, and then once I do, it's going to ask for business classification. You're going to come here and choose if it is a business name, a company, partnership, or LLP. As you can see, like I said, is just almost the same thing. So here I can just choose anyone. Let's come with company here, and then what is the business type? I'm going to tell if it's a company, if it's actually a private limited by share, if it's private unlimited, just like you used to do before now. Okay, so that means even our old videos are still relevant. You in fact might need to watch some of those old videos, because if you have understanding of what we used to do before, you know that following up here is just as simple as that. Okay, so I'm going to choose private company limited by shares, and once I do, it's going to bring up this box for me to make my search. So let's assume that I want to do ABC company limited. All right, and then it's going to ask for the nature of business category. I'm just going to come in here, and let me just come with something here, and then specific nature of business, and I'm going to come in here. I will just choose something here, and once I pick that, it's going to activate the check availability here. So I'm just going to click on that, and then you can see here it's saying, we are sorry, the business name ABC Company Limited did not pass the compliance test. Similar company exists, ABC Aluminium Company Limited, blah, blah, blah. Please update your business name to continue. Note, you can get available suggested names for your business for an additional 200 naira. All right, so if you come down here, you will see, I told you earlier on that CAC can actually help you with a suggestion of the name that they think will work, or the name that they are sure is going to work for you. But then it's not free. As you can see here, you will have to pay additional 200 naira before you can access that service. Okay, so I think 200 naira is fair enough. And as at the time I'm making this recording, this particular 200 naira payment for suggested name is not yet active. Okay, but then I will keep testing it, and once it's active, I will let you know so that you can start using them. Okay, so now that they're saying we're sorry, all you need to do is just to go back and use another name like we used to do before. And once you have a name that says he approves, then you can go ahead and make this reservation. So what I'm going to be doing in my next video is that I'm going to record a completely new registration from beginning to the end using this new portal, and then you'll be able to see how to relate it to the old portal. And then if you are used to the CAC registration completely as a new person, that video is going to be very much handy for you. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the alert bell, so that when I release these videos, you will get to be the first person to see them. Thank you. Please like this video and help me share so that more persons can get to see it. I'll see you in the next video.